Hello people, I beat my PC before the RAM apocalypse. In a few months my 32GB of RAM went from €120 to €600. It's crazy how the price of this single component has made PC gaming inaccessible for many people around the world. I love the Switch because of the freedom it provides. The main reason that pushed me to build my PC is the flexibility of the tasks a computer can handle, like video games and productivity, but most importantly there are many games released on PC every year. And then there are emulators which allow me to replay many other titles without waiting for a publisher to release an overpriced remaster. There are different barriers to entry, of course. It's not just about the price, but you have to have the will to learn to put together a PC, understand the BIOS, learn the best setting for your components, but at the end of the day, like that Panzerotti says, volere potere, meaning that if you really want to learn something you can, it's not rocket science. The great thing is that you can build a machine based on your needs. In my case, I have spent too much. Pota. It's my first PC, and I've always dreamed of a Godzilla PC, so why not? I'm happy with my 9070 XT and the Ryzen 9. It's overkill, but I sold a kidney and a testicle for this personal computer. Jokes aside, from my perspective in the long run, consoles will continue to lose their appeal, at least for me, especially because of the many extra expense you have to pay to play online and the backups for your games in data cloud. These features are free on Steam, and 95% of the games are sold over there, except for exclusive like on Nintendo and PlayStation. This console generation is the worst in my opinion. It was fine during the pandemic, 5 years ago, but now in 2026, with an increase in the price of the console hardware and the monthly subscription fee, like Game Pass and PlayStation Plus, everything's become expensive for this kind of hardware. Okay, let's start with Microsoft. In my opinion, Phil Spencer did a great job revitalizing the Xbox, especially with the Game Pass and Xbox Series S, and the idea of accessible gaming. But everything changed with the acquisition of Activision Blizzard. Microsoft has become more demanding to Xbox, pushing for a complete change of strategy, with the motto that everything is an Xbox, pushing the company to publish their game on all available platforms. This strategy has killed the Xbox hardware. The increase of their price will also lead to the death of the brand in the near future. The paradox is that the big publisher strategy can work really well if they decide to publish high-quality games, and the success of many games on PlayStation and Steam has proven that, but the new management at Microsoft gives me a bad feeling. PlayStation is the company who worries me more than Xbox. There are several reasons why. Their strategy to go full live service, and one of the first things you learn during your economics lesson is to diversify your portfolio. The main reason that convinced me to buy the PlayStation 5 were the great number of first-party games of the previous generation. But in this generation, management has done the opposite. The last straw for me was the shutdown of Bluepoint Studio. And the reason behind that is God of War's live service. Mamma mia! For me, Jim Ryan and Herman Lust, and now Hideaki Nishino, have showed how management is incapable of understanding the value of their own teams. I remember they bought Bluepoint to revitalize the old glory of the past and not to develop live service, and now they're running away from Steam to push the sales of their console, which I think will work because PlayStation is a strong brand like Apple. I think this strategy will work for them, but only in the short term, because they have decided only to make expensive AAA games. They need the PC market to survive, especially with Sean Layden, who vowed to change the strategy from producing bigger AAA games, which cost millions. It's very hard to earn enough money with this business model, even though Nintendo has found a sweet spot between AAA games and smaller production. Talking about Nintendo, I will need a good reason to buy their new consoles, like a new Xenoblade game or Fire Emblem. So I will wait, because from my perspective it's the only reasonable things to do. The Switch 2 is in its first year of life, so I want to understand Nintendo's plans for the console. Not only that, I think the best thing is to enjoy video games the way we love them, regardless of the platform you choose to play them on. Remember, love the games, not the platform. Ciao ciao, see you in the next one.